Perhaps you have thought about helping out in your local community, or maybe even being a little bit adventurous and going abroad to volunteer. If you are hesitant about it for whatever reason, here are my reasons for why you should definitely volunteer. One of the greatest things about volunteering is that you can learn about yourself. If you are really scared to volunteer and to do something like going abroad, then I'm here to tell you that it's okay to be scared, but it is an amazing experience. When you volunteer, you get to put yourself out of your comfort zone. Because you are in new surroundings, you have to force yourself to kind of learn about yourself. When you volunteer, sometimes you have to do tasks that you might not know how to do. And because of that, you have to learn how to do something new. And that just helps you to grow as a person. When I was volunteering in Africa, one of the things that I had to do was, don't get grossed out, I had to skin a horse. And the reason that I had to do this is because I was helping African wild dogs, and in order to prepare their meal, they do it with a combination of different things, and one of those things is horse meat. So I had to learn how to do this, and it was something that I never knew I would ever do in my life. Like, I never even imagined it. Because I kind of had to put myself out there, I now feel confident, I guess. After that experience was just like, wow, like I've never done this before. 10 minutes later, I was doing it and I was a pro at it. That tells me that I can do anything. Of course, when you are volunteering, you are bringing an immense amount of value to your community. Any little thing that you do might end up playing a huge role in somebody else's life. Whether you are volunteering with animal conservation, or just doing a beach cleanup, or helping to teach kids at a school, anything that you do will bring value to someone's life. For instance, when I was in Africa, I had to clean cheetah cages where they keep the cheetahs on the cheetah breeding farm. And at first, when they first told us, oh, we have to like rake the leaves in the cages, I was like, why? Like, why do we have to rake the leaves? Like, if the cheetahs are in the wild and there's like a bunch of leaves, like nobody's gonna be there raking the leaves. When there are a bunch of leaves and they're all accumulated on the ground, then a bacteria forms, and if the cheetah lays on those leaves, they could get infected and it could actually be deadly. So just by raking up leaves, we made a huge difference and potentially prevented cheetahs from getting really sick. So even the smallest task that you are given is actually bringing huge value. While you are volunteering, you might meet other volunteers, and because of that, you will make meaningful relationships. What's cool is that you end up learning about different cultures or different types of people. If you are just volunteering in your local community, you might meet someone that you never met before, and suddenly all of your differences become irrelevant because you're all just there for one thing, which is to help the cause. Last but not least, one of the greatest things about volunteering is that you are improving the planet. Yes, you're making the world a better place. It doesn't matter what kind of volunteer work you're doing, it does make a difference, and you are helping to make the planet better because you are doing something that's positive. You're putting something positive out there into the world, and there can't be anything wrong with that. If any of the other reasons do not convince you, this is definitely an important one because it's more about the bigger picture, and it's not so much about what you get out of it or directly what other people get out of it. It's more about the whole planet, what the whole planet gets out of just you volunteering. Those are all of my reasons for volunteering and why I think that you should really consider volunteering even if you've never thought about it before. Hopefully this video inspires you to get out there and be a part of your community and a part of the world and do some volunteer work. If you've ever thought about volunteering but have never done it before, then leave me a comment down below. I'd love to know, and maybe we could chat a little bit about how you can do that. And if you have volunteered, then I would love to know your experience, whether it was something really small or something really big. I would love to know how you have volunteered. So leave me a comment down below. If you enjoyed this video, then please give me a thumbs up and be sure to follow and subscribe everywhere. I am at REDROMINA on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, VidMe, YouTube, on all of the internet things. I am at REDROMINA, so be sure to follow me and subscribe. And that is it for this video. So I am going to go now, and I will see you when I see you. Bye! This video was made possible by my patrons over at patreon.com/REDROMINA. If you like what I do, become a patron and be a part of the exploration.